Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I hope you like fish. That's what we're going to be talking today. And if you don't, we have a way out with a little piece of chicken as well. I hope you'll enjoy this. Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Today it's all about fish and fish alternative in a really beautiful dish. My guest today, I'm very happy to see you, is Arif. You may know Arif from local TV and TV in general, yes?
A little bit, yes.
A little bit.
Made our debut.
A little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. So very happy to have you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I'm excited for the invitation.
Very cool. I know you mentioned a dish that you like, so I brought you some of that. Let me see if you really like it.
Did my dream come true?
I don't know. Was it a dream? We'll make dreams come true.
Okay.
We absolutely do. We're good at that. So you were talking about a soup that you do not mind at all. So
it is a dream come true.
How about that? No.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
It is not.
It is beautiful.
Cheeseburger, I was told.
It is my
Is that the right one?
favorite soup.
Is it?
It is my staple when I come to visit your restaurant. Absolutely.
I will check and see if you finish it all.
I'll see you in about 30 seconds.
See how very cool. Very good. So while I'm working away here, I let you taste away. I want salt and pepper on this. I don't know about you, but I'll leave that to you to do yourself, if you like.
Consider the payment.
There you go.
Done.
Is it?
It's done.
Oh,
it's so
I
done.
love it. Well, that was easy. You're easy. Love it.
I am going to have some pepper for sure.
Please go ahead.
And I know you've mentioned that you love a little bit of salt.
Yes, I do. I do like salt. Yes.
So I'm going to try the pink rock salt.
Try it. Just twist it. Yeah. With violence, like really hard.
My goodness.
There we go.
There it is.
Gotta be strong.
All right, I got it. I got it. Perfect. Okay.
And while we're doing that, I'll do a couple of things today. I think we've all had filet Wellington or beef Wellington. And it's usually a staple or a favorite in buffets, sometimes in nice buffets. I've played around with it a little bit with all kinds of meats and fish, putting it in butter puff pastry and having different fillings around the meat or the fish. And two of my favorites I'm going to make today. One is a salmon. We'll call it Salmon Wellington. And my daughter is a chicken lover, so she gets, when she comes, and we have fish, which she doesn't like, she gets the chicken version of the Wellington. So we'll try both today.
Fantastic.
And then from the little cut-offs and some other fish, we'll make a really, really, really fast fish soup. Now, fish soup is one of my favorite dishes. I don't know about you. Do you like
salmon
fish
is my
soup?
favorite fish, period.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So,
very good.
so we're off to a great start here.
We're safe. Celery and onion is something I like. What you can do if, this is for the fish soup, what you can do is fennel instead of celery, which I think is beautiful. So I happen to have celery handy, so celery it is, and a little bit of onion. We'll keep the celery greens for garnish, or we can put it in the soup in the last couple of minutes while it's boiling, cooking. You want your onions and celery fine because I promised a fast soup, so we don't want to wait too long. This is all we need to go in for the base. I'm going to add in a bit of garlic and leave it whole and fish it out later. And a couple of potatoes. I'll boil those separately, because this fish soup is actually a meal. It's not just a brothy little thing. It's a pretty solid, very delicious meal. Okay. I'm using a non-stick pan because the fish is very fragile, and it does a little better in a non-stick than the cast iron. Potatoes, just a few. We're not making a whole big batch of soup. We'll boil that. Tiny bit of salt. And there we go. In the meantime, let me chop the fish for the soup. This is a piece of rainbow trout, beautiful color. Some shrimp, and I have codfish. You can really use any kind of fish you prefer, any fish you like. There's no rules to this. I just like the salmon for color. It looks pretty, and it adds a beautiful flavor. You can, of course, have mussels in there, clams, whatever your heart desires. Even if you do a fish dish and you have some leftovers, this soup is really easy to make and turns out quite flavorful. Make sure you don't have bones left. Sometimes we find the odd one. And you don't want the skin in the soup. There we go.
How are you pairing your fish, your choices of fish? What do you think about when you're pairing them?
I think about all the things I like. And usually when I like the individual, the combination of those same individuals work quite well. Shrimp pieces as well. So this is going to be our soup with the vegetables we have going in the pan. Sauté lightly, which were celery and onion. If you want a real nice French flavor soup, Pernod Ricard, any kind of pastis, any kind of an anisette. You've had that before? You must have.
Absolutely.
Smell it. I think it's...
Oh, that's beautiful.
Heaven.
It's smooth.
So, yeah, so we deglaze the onions with this. And I have a little bit of saffron already in water. And I have a stock, a fish stock, ready to go. So this can go in now, just a sip of that. We'll wait till it's evaporated, most of it, and we put the fish in, the broth, and it can simmer for a few minutes. The fish doesn't take long. By that time, our potatoes are good, and we'll stir it all together. And that's almost it. Isn't that quick? Bit of fish broth, and we'll get to taste that later and decide if we want to add a little bit of water. The saffron, which makes it one gorgeous color. Nice and orangey. We don't need to do much more to it. We'll just let it sit and simmer for about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, until the fish is cooked. And then we're going to drain the potatoes and add them into the soup. Add some herbs, a little bit of cream, and off we go. Now to our Wellington, while the soup is simmering. Butter puff pastry, I don't make mine. I'm not a good baker to begin with, but they make a beautiful frozen, already done for you butter puff pastry. That's what I'm using. One of the Wellingtons will have a nice piece of salmon. The other one will have a nice piece of chicken. We need salt and pepper on both. And we'll give the chicken a very quick sear. Really quick, because it'll cook inside of the pastry in the oven, wrapped in some nice filling. So just salt and pepper. Olive oil in the pan. Hot heat. Sear it a minute each side. That's all we do. This is good on one side. Give it a quick sear on the other. Okay. We'll pack our chicken here. It's still relatively raw. It's actually very raw. All I wanted to achieve was a little bit of a crust because it eats nicer once it's wrapped in the pastry. It doesn't get that soggy feel to it. 2 Wellingtons, 1 salmon, 1 chicken. If I was an artist, I would try to shape the chicken into that pastry, but unfortunately I'm not. So it'll have to be just straightforward and plain. But go wild. If you can do that, if you can cut, we can try to cut a fish shape. I think that's relatively easy. What do you think?
I think you're daring.
We could try.
Absolutely.
We could try. For the, what are we going to do? Which one? We're going to do the 2 choices. Cream cheese, roasted red peppers. I think I have my answer already. We're going to do that on the salmon.
Cream cheese, roasted. I've never tried that. Absolutely.
Greens on the salmon. We're going to do that on the salmon. So we do a more classic Wellington's mushroom farce around the chicken. Mushrooms in your processor together with a little bit of onion and some greens. Do you like parsley or chives? What do you prefer?
I love both.
Both?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I am the least picky eater.
Love it.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. A little thyme, or a lot. I like thyme. The fresh herbs we're going to save for the other one. In this, usually there's a little bit of brandy, or can be, in the mushroom that we put around the chicken or the salmon. What did we say?
The mushroom is going around the chicken.
The mushroom's going around. Okay.
Which is why I'm so intrigued.
Oh, good, good.
Yes.
Let's just chop this up a little. This will be noisy. Sorry. That's the base that we're going to use to put around the chicken or salmon.
Around the chicken.
Around the chicken, thank you.
If we're sticking to the original plan.
I'm just testing you. Okay, and I'm using, instead of brandy, I'm going to put this in a fry pan. Should add some olive oil. Won't take long, just a quick minute. I am adding, I'll let you smell this too. This is called a Pinot de Charente. I don't know if you've tried it. It's a fortified wine from southern France. And it's not only nice to cook with,
Ooh.
you can even drink it. So we'll just wait until that's evaporated, and then our mushroom will be ready to go around the chicken. We're going to do the filling for the salmon. Cream cheese. Room temperature helps. It works a little easier that way. We'll chop some roasted red peppers. Here I'm just doing herbs. I have a bit of basil, a bit of thyme, a little, what was my third one? Parsley. And I think that should be good. So we'll try to place our fish on top of the filling. Am I doing it right? Were we going to do this with the fish or with the chicken?
That is with the fish, absolutely.
Good.
Yes, yes.
You really are with me here. I love it. Good. One down, fish on top. We want to make sure we cover it all because we'll be slicing it like this, and we don't want pieces with and without.
Right.
So try to spread it evenly if you can. Okay, so let's try to make this a fish. I might have gotten myself in trouble by saying that. This seems good. We're just gonna, I think I have to be a little wasteful with the dough if I want to try the fish variation. Now, honestly, I haven't tried this before, so be forgiving, please. We'll see and do. 1, 2. Now, I need a better knife for that. Let's see.
Oh, I think you nailed it.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Look at that. With a little bit of fantasy, you know? You have to have a bit of imagination.
It actually looks like it would be one of those, what do you call them?
Flounders?
No, manatee? Like it's got the...
Look at him.
It's very majestic. It's graceful. It's a graceful fish.
There we go. We'll do a similar thing with the chicken.
Okay, that really looks like a fish.
Well,
it does. It does. Profile.
We're close. Profile. It's not a chicken. No, that's for sure. So we're good.
We won't get confused.
Good to go.
So this is the one with the mushrooms.
This is the one with the mushrooms that will have the chicken. Thank you for reminding me. So half down. This is not quite as long a piece. There's your mushrooms. And were there herbs? Or what were we going to do? Leaves? Leaves.
Yes,
why don't
leaves.
we do some leaves? Just some leaves like this. Once we fill it, wrap it, and later on cut it, it'll make for some nice color.
I'm still amazed at how simple you made it look.
It is simple. Really, cooking is simple. I find we get intimidated by things that we don't do often, but once you start playing, it's really not that big a deal. And you figure out very quickly what you like and dislike, right?
Absolutely.
And if things don't turn out, so what? You know, you can always go get takeout that night. I have a pot with radish sprouts, so I'm just going to use some of those. But again, be flexible. Do whatever. I'm just checking that there's no soil on it, and there isn't. Put on what you like. Together though. We need
So it's for glue, it's not for glazing?
No, well,
okay.
Both.
Okay.
Both. I'll do 1 egg yolk or 2. Let's do 2, be generous. And 1 sip of water for an egg wash. Whisk it. And as always, little salt, little pepper doesn't hurt. And a brush. And you know what? As soon as we get this done, it can go in the oven and then it won't be long to taste. Oops, that was a little too much. That'll hold it together nicely. So we don't lose our filling on the way. Then I want to put it on top here before I keep going any further. I don't think the fish will be upset that the chicken is cooking next to it.
Good neighbors.
What do you think?
Not at all.
No. Do we want to make this any prettier or leave it alone? I don't know.
I think the presentation, even when you slice it, you're going to get the presentation, right? So.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Egg wash on both. That'll make it nice and golden when it's baked. So all we need to do is bring these into the oven They're very pretty now. I think it looks very nice. Look, a fish. And let's hope they look pretty when they come out of the oven too. We'll be right back. One fish, one chicken.
That actually looks like a fish.
It does, doesn't it?
It really looks like a fish.
And this could be the egg. The chicken or the egg, you know?
So I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to be cliche.
Oh, please be cliche. Be whatever you like. Whatever makes you happy.
That really looks like a fish.
Yes, it does.
Show the camera.
A little bit. I will. I should bring it where? Here? How's that?
That is amazing.
We'll have it nice on a board in a second. In the meantime, we finished the soup. I added potatoes. If you remember, we had the fish in the soup, some herbs, some onions. And this is my reminder ring. I remember it. It didn't burn. I added the potatoes that we cooked separately and a little bit of cream. And that's really it. So we'll taste the soup first. How about that? It's all ready to go as well. I'll grab a couple of plates. I am truly looking forward to it because I love this soup. It takes 20 minutes, and I've tried so many fish soups, and I have to say this it's good. It's just plain good. Do you like celery greens?
Absolutely.
May I? Okay,
Absolutely. It's the simple things as well in terms of the presentation, isn't it?
And the taste is just good. So we'll try this. In the meantime,
Are you having some pepper?
I already had some.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Mm-hmm. We'll cut the egg first. We'll cut the chicken first. It's the egg first. And see how that turned out. Go ahead, please. Don't wait for me. I'm just going to be cutting this, and then I'll join you.
This is exciting.
For the tasty. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? That's our chicken. So it's perfectly cooked through. It took 40 minutes. And everything around it melted nicely and mixed into beautiful aroma. And we'll cut the salmon. I know you love salmon, so
my
we'll
favorite.
see. No, I don't want to cut it. It's so pretty. How's that?
Oh, that's perfect.
Just cooked, not overcooked. The dough is cooked through all the way. 40 minutes again, that's all you need in the oven. And you want a knife that cuts very well, or you'll be squishing your pastry.
This looks incredible.
I don't like end pieces. I like the pastry a lot.
Guten Appetit.
Guten Appetit, that sounds very German. Almost accent-free. How do you do that?
47 years of mind control from my mother.
Oh, very good. Yes? Okay, you can't see this. I can. He's looking happy, so I'm happy. I'm trying to quickly have a bite of the salmon. Moist, creamy, herbal, crunchy pastry. And I'm talking with my mouth full as usual. Sorry. I'm good with that.
It is light. I'm amazed at how light it is. I mean, the pastry's flaky. The cream cheese is, it just sort of wraps it beautifully. I don't know how to describe it.
I think it's just right. It's a nice little package. Rounded.
It is.
It's good.
Very enjoyable.
Tasty.
Really
good.
tasty.
Good. So you still have
I
to
didn't
try
try the chicken. Okay.
I'll give you
Excuse me.
this fresh cutlery if you like.
That's good. Here.
You're good?
Sorry, it was hot. And when I bit into it, it was hot, so I couldn't respond right away. So
That's okay. try to slice a little bit off here. And I sure hope we have inspired you a little bit to play with butter puff pastry with the big word Wellington. Really, it's not that intimidating once you've made it. You'll see it's easy to handle, and your results are phenomenal. And what a nice presentation.
Two very
before we kill it.
Very similar dishes, very different tastes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Definitely the basil's in the chicken.
Yes.
And it just creates an entirely different savor, an entirely different experience. Not strong, but definitely stronger, and it's nice. It actually, I don't know how to describe it again. Gosh, I'm at a loss of words. More depth.
Mushroom, onion, darker, more soil, more, right?
It's a little more robust. More robust.
That's the word.
Excellent.
Well, thank you so much for being my taster. I appreciate it.
This was not a hard sell for me to come and be your guest. Thank you.
Maybe you'll come back some other time. That would be wonderful.
I can't wait to come back.
Perfect.
And try your leftovers.
Love it. I hope you loved it too. Enjoyed it a little bit. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Wellington style meats, fish, easy to make. Give it a try at home. Your family might just love it. Hope to see you soon.